guys, and welcome back to my channel. Holiday season has officially kicked in, so of course everyone's into the holiday looks now. Today I am going to do what for me is a classic Christmas. When I think Christmas, the colours that pop to mind for me are gold, red, I think burgundies, silver, purples. Without further ado guys, I am going to get into the tutorial. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you hit that subscribe button, and if you're an OG, wagwan. So guys, obviously off camera I have gone into filling my eyebrows. Today I used my dip brow in ebony, and I used this eyebrow pencil. It cost me £1. It's nothing fancy, but it works really great. And I cleaned up with my Prolonged Wear Concealer NW40. For primer, I am going to go in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've never done like a talk through type video. My fear is that they kind of tend to run long, and I don't want that, so hopefully I don't go, you know, too long today. I'm going to go ahead to set that primer. It's just the thing for me. You don't have to do it, but I always set, because I often always use concealers as my eyeshadow primer, so it's a habit for me now. To set that, I used my Mayron Color Set Powder, which is just a white translucent setting powder. You've seen me use this powder on this channel on other videos. I really like this powder. In my opinion, it's in the same category as the RCMA, as the Laura Mercier. It's really great. For my eyeshadow look today, I will be using this palette right here. This literally came in the post today, so I'm like just ripping it apart. And it is from Lovable Lashes. This company I found on Instagram. It is owned by Tammy. She is a UK beauty blogger. I've seen all over Instagram, and you know, I wanted to give it a whirl myself, see what it's about. But I understand that this is a dupe for one of the Murphy, I can't say the word, Morphe palettes. I'm just gonna swatch a few for you guys. Okay, let me swatch the gold, because I am going to use the gold today. I hope y'all can see that. Look at that. Let me swatch a lighter shade. That one there. Yo. Let me swatch, okay, a matte one this time. I have seen a couple of videos from different YouTubers already on YouTube using this palette, so now it's my turn to try out this bad boy. Okay, so we're going to go in and work on our crease, and to do that I will be going in with my 224, and okay, the obvious color popping out of me is this one. I'm gonna go in with this color first, and I'm just going to work that using my 224 into the crease of my eye. So going in with that brown shade, I'm going to work this into the crease of my eye, starting from the outer corner and blending inwards. I'm going in windshield wiper and circular motions. I like my eye look to be very soft, very blended. I'm not one for harsh lines. I don't like that look. But again, each to its own. You know, you do what you like. Do what you know, you feel like looks good on you. So I am just going to buff this color into my crease. Okay, so for the second color, I'm going to use the color right next to the first color I used, and I'm going to use my E4, E5, which is a small tapered blending brush, and I'm going to work that again in the crease of my eye, but slightly lower than how far I blew up the first color. I'm going to use this to deepen up the crease of my eyes a little bit more. I'm just working that on the outer crease and the outer corner of my eye, just in swirly, swipey motions, and I'm making sure I'm not blowing it up too high, because I still want you to see the first color I applied. So now I want to go in with a really deep chocolatey brown color, and this palette doesn't have like a really deep chocolatey brown. Because it doesn't, I am going to reach into my Makeup Addiction Flaming Love palette. This is one palette that you lot have seen me use on this channel in quite a few videos already. I'm going to reach into the deep chocolatey brown shade, and I'm still going to use my Sigma E4, E5 brush, and I'm now going to work that in the outer third on top of that first color. Swirling and blending. So now I'm going to go back into my 224 and the very first color, very softly just work and blend my way through the crease. For the eyelids, I am going to go in with a gold color in the palette, and we're going to see how it applies. And to apply it, I'm going to use my Real Techniques shading brush. I'm not going to wet the brush. I'm just going to go in and begin to pat the color all over my eyelids. It's not popping enough. Okay, no, this is not. One, there's an incredible amount of fallout, and I did make sure I was patting and not dragging, you know, and I can feel it crumbling all over my face. Yeah, this gold is not doing it for me. The pigmentation, when you swatch it, is pretty intense, but it's not coming off. Or maybe I should try a different brush. Let me try a stiffer. I'm gonna use a concealer brush, a very stiff brush. Right, let's try that. Okay. So it works better with a concealer brush. It doesn't work well with a fluffy, like a fluffy eyeshadow brush. Honestly, guys, I'm not crazy about this gold. Do you all see the amount of fallout on my face? So, right, I'm gonna go into the Makeup Addiction palette, and I am going to use the gold in that palette. On this eye, I'm going to use the same shadow brush because I'm trying to be fair, right? Okay, straight away, can you guys see the difference? I did have some fallout on this side, but nothing compared to what I've got going on this side. So evidently that gold shadow is not it at all. No. Okay guys, so I've gone over the top of that shadow with the gold from the Makeup Addiction palette. I'm going to pick up my 224, picking up a bit of crease colour. I'm going to use that to blend, to help me blend out the edges of the gold. I don't gonna make a mess. I was trying to get rid of the fallout and I just ended up spreading it everywhere. I'm going to have to wipe my face off. I feel like I want to intensify the outer corner of my eyes, so I'm going to go back into that same Lovable Lashes palette, and I am going to use a really small tapered brush, and I'm going to pick up the grey colour at the bottom there just to help me intensify the outer corner of my eyes. So far with this palette, guys, the matte colours work really great. The only shimmery colour I've used is the gold, and as you could see, wasn't on point, so yes. I'm still have to play with the palette. Maybe there is a way I'm supposed to use the shadow, or the shadows that I haven't quite figured out. Maybe I was using the wrong brush, I don't know, but I'll still play around with it and figure out a way to best work with it. I'm gonna go in and give myself a wing liner, and I'm going to use my Artist of Makeup Artist Liner pen. You've seen me use this pen liner before. It is a liquid, it's a liquid liner in a pen form, and I love it because it just makes doing your wing liner so easy. For eyelashes, I am using a pair of lashes from my favorite eyelash company, Lashes by Accessory Circus. You've seen me use lashes in different styles from this company. I absolutely love her lashes. I mean, I cheat on her from time to time with other companies, but I always go back to her. And we're using the lashes in the style Kim today. And Kim is flirty, Kim is fluffy, Kim is sexy. So for face prep, obviously, you've got a clean face in it. Right, so for moisturizer slash primer, I'm going to use my Embryolisse. You have seen me use this on this channel so many times. Lately, I have not been using a primer at all. Y'all know that I am oily skinned, but honestly all I use is my Embryolisse, and it works great for me as a moisturizer and also as a primer. For foundation, I am going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and I am in the shade 9.75, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of my Becca Illuminator because I'm extra, y'all. Don't judge me, don't judge me. I am extra as fuck. Okay, so to blend, I'm going to use my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'll begin to pounce that all over my skin. concealer, I'm going to use 2 concealers. I'm going to use the NYX HD Nutmeg and the Maybelline Fit Me in number 25. So going in again with my Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to use the pointed end this time. I'm going to begin to blend. And I like to do it in dabbing motions. I don't swipe, because swiping is you essentially taking off all of that product. Like, what's the point? And then what I like to do is I'll flip my sponge back to the foundation side and just fade the edges into my skin. Once we're all blended out, I'm going to go into my buttercup powder and I'm going to set my concealers. And I'm going to press that all the way into my skin. So once I have everything set with Sasha, now I am going to bake. And to bake, I'm going to use my Mehron Color Set Powder. Okay, so I've left my bake on for a little while. I'm not one who can bake for an extended period of time. I find my skin doesn't like that too much. So I just leave it on for a couple of minutes and then I'm ready to take it off. So what I like to do is I go in with the flat top, like a flat top buffing brush, and I begin to get rid of the powder by pouncing the brush on my face. So I'm essentially just pressing the powder into my skin and taking it off at the same time. I'm going to use my Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Dark. And I'm going to go in with the powder. It's time for a new one, guys. I have hit pan. I'm going to go in with my face powder, and I am using the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in the shade Dark. Again, I like to pounce the powder onto my skin. Go in, and I want to bring some warmth back to my face. Going to use my CoverGirl bronzer in the shade Ebony Bronze. Now I want to go in and contour my nose, and for that I'm going to use my Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Medium. Now to finish the eyes, I'm just going to take a black eye pencil and I'm going to run that along my lower waterline. I'm going to go back into my Flaming Love palette and I'm going to take a smudger brush and I'm going to go back into that really deep chocolate colour, and I'm just going to use that to smoke up my lower lash line. Okay, so for the inner corner of my eye, because I want to pop a little bit, I am going to go in Makeup Revolution Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Light. Now I think I'm pretty much done with the eyes. To finish off the face, I want to add a bit of colour to my face. So I'm going to use my Sleek blush in Flushed. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with Makeup Revolution bronzer highlighter, and this is in the shade Rose Gold Lights. For my lips, I am going to go in with Good Old Chestnut. Okay, and for my lipstick, I'm kicking it old school. I am going to use this lipstick from Sleek in the shade Vamp. And so now going in with good old Fix Plus. Y'all know me, I like to have a bath in this thing. I love setting sprays. This is it. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope that you were able to take something away from it. If not, I hope just for the entertainment value that you enjoyed it still. For now, guys, bye!